Leah has learned where our journey leads. Asmodan's forces will strike from the depths of Ariat Crater. That leaves the soldiers at Bastion's Keep to bear the brunt of his attack. I must ensure that they are victorious.
The Keep's defenses cannot hold. Its soldiers are scattered, fleeing before Asmodan's onslaught, which rushes forth from Ariat Crater. Should the Keep fall, Asmodan will claim the Black Soul Stone. If he does, there will be no hope for this world.
I will not let that happen.
Light the signal fires, and show these soldiers that we are not yet defeated. Salvation has arrived. Go! You are needed below.
Tyrael will not fail these people, I know it.
A few thousand of your years ago on a distant battlefield, I stood over Asmodan, sword raised to deliver the death blow.
You did not kill him.
No. One of my brethren, Arthur, called for help.
A distraction.
Yes. And now Asmodan threatens all I hold dear once again.
It will not be the same. Not with our forces united.
I see that now. I wish my angelic brethren felt the same.
What is most different about being mortal?
I will die, of course.
That is the way of all things.
But that is the difference. When you are mortal, every moment is precious. Everything matters. It is exhilarating. I knew Zoltan Kuhl was special from the moment I met him. He had a keen mind for the arcane. During the hunt for the three, he was the bearer of the Soul Stones, and must have studied them intently. Though it is an aberration, the Black Soul Stone is a testament to his genius. The Black Soul Stone was created to be an improvement over the original three. They were crafted to contain single demons, but Kuhl intended his to hold many. But the Black Soul Stone is flawed and cannot contain that many demons for long. You must capture Asmodan within it and shatter it, lest all these evils be reborn. Of the many things I find intriguing about humans, the greatest is their endless thirst for knowledge. Angels believe that everything there is to know is written in the scroll of fate. Therefore, curiosity is not a common angelic trait. Ironically, my suspicions have been confirmed. Angels do not, in fact, know everything. Seeing the world through mortal eyes has given me much.
Why would your order alter your memory?
The Black Soulstone's getting hotter, straining against me. They're whispering to me from inside.
The demons within seek escape. Only your power can keep it from splitting apart, my daughter. It's a heavy burden, but the fate of the world lies in your hands.
How do you fare?
It's getting more difficult, but it's nothing I can't handle.
The demons war and rage to escape their imprisonment. Their fury will only increase over time. Leah is very brave, but we'd best hurry before her strength fades.
Our task is nearly complete. You need only slay Asmodan.
Only fools celebrate victory before the battle's begun. Along with Belial, Asmodan has ruled the ravening hordes of the burning hells for over 3 centuries. His cunning is beyond imagining.
I am yet to be impressed. It's time I knew the truth about your brother.
We used to be a team.
It's time I knew the truth about your brother.
We used to be a team. I'd tip him off to some of the Thieves Guild's hits. He'd bring in the guards and play it off like it was a lucky catch. But one time he showed up too early.
When you robbed the Merchants Guild Bank.
None other. Some of the guards became suspicious. They thought he was involved. And he's been rotting in a cell in Kingsport ever since. I managed to escape.
You feel guilty.
I don't know what I feel anymore.
What became of your Vigerai master?
My sisters and I waited until all of his associates had gathered to summon a greater demon. We slew them all to the last man. But they uttered curses upon us with their dying breaths. My sisters and I, we fell. Our deaths seemed certain. When I woke, the dark figure of the Prophet was staring down at me. That is how I met him.
As the shepherd watches over his
Someone's
flock.
got to light those signal fires. It's not me.
You heard the angel's command. Let the call sound forth. Bastion's keep shall not fall. From the burning desert to the freezing north. You don't make it easy on us, do you?
Nothing is easy.
At least there's a lot of work to be done here. These men fight with blunted swords and dented armor. It's good to help. What will you do when this battle is ended?
That is a question for another day.
It's never too early.
I will return to the priests of Rathma and seek their wisdom.
A noble goal. I just want a quiet town in the country where I can work and live a life of peace.
Gotta go, Martyr. All those creatures need killing on the lower walls.
It's just unnatural to go from a place so hot to a place so cold. The change isn't good for my old bones.
You can leave at any time.
And what's all this noise? It's as though we're right in the middle of a battle.
A great battle, even.
I know, isn't it?
What is on your mind, Shen?
Oh, yes. Well, memories are useless, aren't they? You can't eat them or sell them for food. I'm glad that I'm starting to lose them. Oh, I was just remembering a time when I tracked a jewel to Skovos. A long story. But let's just say that between the sea monsters and poisoned arrows, it managed to slip away again.
A tragic story, then.
Oh, it was. But when the theater's ceiling collapsed, I fell right into the lap of my soon-to-be 7th wife. Oh, she managed to console me.
7 wives? Isn't that excessive?
Oh, no. I've been married many more times than that. But never to more than 2 women at a time. Never let it be said that I'm greedy.
A caravan made it through with some new goods. You interested?
Day 9. Young Commander Calderos believes that the demonic scourge will flee before a bloody show of Rise's force. He intends to lead a charge from our fortifications tomorrow. Calderos can commit suicide by stupidity if he wants, but I'll be damned if I send my lads with him.
Jelsa, how sweet of you to ask.
My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My duty is my future.
So serious. Just because you're fated to save the world doesn't mean you shouldn't have a good time. These soldiers look barely old enough to be away from their mothers. They are not prepared for the evil that seeks to consume this keep.
It takes years of training to become a worthy soldier.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's why it's a good thing you're here.
I cannot defend the keep alone.
Oh, I don't know about that. My visions are filled with demons dying violently at your hands. Let's just say there is a lot of blood.
Troopers form the meat of the armies of hell. Their masters use them roughly, sending them into the vanguard for most battles. For their part, the troopers are easily excited.
We saw the signal fire. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them.
Get back inside the keep!
No! I have to help hold the walls.
This is monstrous. He was little more than a boy.
Transferring to Bastion's keep is as dull as I imagined. The soldiers spend most of their time gambling. I guess this is what I should expect from this hollowed-out rock, shadow of its former glory. Still, I am here to provide for Anna. I hope she is well.
That needs to recharge.
You're a welcome sight, hero. is!
To recharge.
It's an honor to fight by your side. Champion is too powerful. Those bastards didn't stand a chance.
I must wait. I must wait.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
What in the hells was that?
Nothing you should fear.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Asmodan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
That is why I am here.
It is grim out here, but we've seen worse.
It's hopeless.
Thank the heavens you're here. We're down to 4 lads until reinforcements arrive. Trouble is, the lift stopped. We can't see what went wrong through all the muck down there. Oh, what now?
More of the brutes from below, Captain. What do we do?
Private, if you need to be told which end of the sword goes where, you haven't been paying attention! Fight to your last breath, lads!
I need essence.
The lift is moving again! Hold steady, lads! Reinforcements are on their way! Demons! Victory!
That needs to recharge.
With everything you've got!
That needs to recharge.
Another direct assault would breach these walls.
We're all going to die.
You must be the one that lit the signal fires. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Over here. Excellent. Let's protect the recruits while they raise the catapult.
Rathma has blessed me. Give it more time.
I can't die like this. Save yourself.
Scouts report that more of those wretched demon hellbearers will be here any moment. The soldiers need to be protected. The platform will rise more quickly if we don't lose men.
Give it more time. You're here alone.
Of course I'm bloody well alone. Everyone else has gone and died. But I'll be damned if I leave my post. Make yourself useful and spin that winch. promised Captain Hell I'd watch my temper. Do me a favour, and don't mention that I shouted at you a little, alright?
I need to go back.
With your paltry catapults, my demons breach the depths of your keep. Once they've claimed Black Soulstone for me, your entire world will burn.
Asmodan's demons have opened an enormous hole in our walls and are flooding into the depths. If it is not closed, the keep will be overrun.
Leave it to me.
I am once again filled with the thrill of battle. It has been too long since I have raised my blade against the forces of the burning hells. I remember countless battles within the heart of Pandemonium, as my brethren and I risked everything to drive the demon spawn back to their hells.
Light and darkness are essential to the balance. They must have been incredible battles.
They were glorious. We waged our eternal conflict since the light first broke upon creation. But now, for the first time, it feels as if its end is in sight. You are a great warrior.
No, I merely have a good commander.
I do what I can. Imperius himself would have been hard-pressed to hold these walls as long as these soldiers have. This world owes them a great debt.
Imperius? I do not know him.
Imperius is the Archangel of Valor. It is he who commands the legions of the high heavens.
Which battle do you remember best?
We thought we had lost everything at the 5th Battle of the Diamond Gates. The prime evils and their legions crashed against the very entrance of heaven itself. But one of my most trusted lieutenants, Iswal, turned them back. Still, the day might have been lost had the demon lords not fallen to fighting amongst themselves. So confident of their impending victory, they turned on each other over the spoils they had yet to win. I shudder to think what the demon lords might accomplish should they ever stop betraying one another. Such is the self-defeating nature of evil.
Tell me of your past adventures.
A great long time ago, I decided to swim across the frozen sea. I had heard that beautiful aquatic women swim in its depths, and I wanted to make their acquaintance. I never found them, sadly, and I nearly drowned before I was rescued by a ship of female pearl divers. They allowed me to stay on as a cook for some time and learn their ways. For instance, did you know that you can swim faster if you wear no clothes at all?
The demons are in the keep! They're coming up from the depths! To arms! To arms!
I would ask if you're all...
There is a disgusting, slobbering, fat-oozing demon in your future. But there is always time for romance. You really should find someone.
Why do you speak so?
Trust me, you'll appreciate having a loved one to come home to when you're done saving the world. I see a foul darkness gathering around us. The forces of hell will soon overwhelm Leah.
Will the Soul Stone shatter?
No. You help Leah contain the energy within the stone, but the cost to her is high.
Are the bane of the living, creatures born of the endless malice, churning within hell. Agile and swift, the rivers cover ground quickly by latching onto prey with their enormous tongues, and then leaping on top of their victims. From this point, the river cannot be deterred. It has begun to feast.
Should have run when they had the chance.
The night embraces you. Weakness consumes you.
I hear sly giggling from the walls all around. The demons think to ambush us.
Either that, or a very strange choice.
It is good that you've come along. Our lads are fighting their way close to hills by bits of string. They need better weapons if we're going to survive. Watch my back while I work.
Give it more time.
I'm heading to the end. Stay at my side.
Give it more time.
Done. You've saved a lot of lives today. Thank you.
Evil is closing in around this keep. We must protect the innocent.
Pride in this. I must wait.
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large and mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Kathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
Needs to recharge. Your death nears. unable to get it open. All must serve the cycle. Give it more time. I must wait. Your death nears. I cannot open this. Weakness consumes me.
My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
We are not alone in here.
the one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor, tearing the flesh from your bones.
Is the largest of Asmodan's sin lieutenants, and he possesses no less than 4 mouths. Though his voracious appetite is certainly his greatest weapon, his bile and, well, other noxious excretions are equally lethal. When last seen in battle, the Lord of Gluttony swallowed 6 angels whole, spears and all.
I need to go back.
Empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Time has flown by since I joined you in New Tristram. Look at us now. Who would have ever guessed we'd be here? And now, every passing hour brings us closer to our goal. But do we have a chance?
The scales could ever tip in our favor.
You should give some thought to taking some time for yourself, Chelsea. You can save the world tomorrow. Stay with us tonight. I'll buy drinks. We'll dance.
I cannot. It is unseemly.
I knew you'd say that. I really did.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
I know you are not what you appear to be, but we are in the midst of battle and you are idle, so you cannot be a warrior.
And why not? People can be anything they want, I say. The only limitation is time. And I've been alive for many years.
Is that it? You do not age as the rest of us do.
You become so serious about such things. You will grow old long before your time. Wouldn't you be happier to live like me?
A caravan made it through with some new goods.
Get over here! I've got some new items you're gonna want to see. You may wonder how I get such fine goods here when we're under siege. Well, I've dug up some valuable new things. Really should take a look.
What are you doing with your riches, Lendon?
Living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
Please.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
That sounds suspicious.
We all have debts to pay, friend.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid.
I am losing control!
That needs to recharge. My power has grown. Leah's suffering grows with each passing moment.
Everyone suffers, but to do so for a cause greater than oneself, that is the mark of a true hero. My daughter is everything I hoped she would be.
The Soulstone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
To the battlefields, then. Our fight nears its end.
This war will never end for me. Even if we defeat all evil forever, I will carry the scars of this nightmare till the end of my days.
But you have reunited with your daughter.
I wish Leah could have the life I never had. But in truth, I fear she'll be damned as well.
And yet, I've never seen anyone who is as much a stranger to fear as you, Adrian.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
Indeed, I'll defend them.
At last!
I remember standing before the Prophet, my life hung by a thread, but he healed me and my sisters.
He was a mage?
No, not precisely. I do not know what his true nature was, only that he possessed great power. He said we had done well to slay the demons. He was very kind. When we had recovered, he offered to train us further.
You agreed?
Yes. I owe him my life. Slaying the lords of hell would please him. It is the least I can do.
The men look to you to lead them. When they see you laying waste to the demon hordes, they are heartened. As you go, so does this battle. Always remember that.
Things are looking up, Martyr. There's barely anything left.
You're going out there?
Yes.
Make sure you bundle up, huh? You should probably wear an extra layer or two. You can never be warm enough, I always say.
Yet, you wear the same thing wherever you go.
Oh, well, it's quite simple. I just tuck a few fire opals in my pockets and under my shirts, and I never get cold. As good as a pair of long underwear.
The keep is secure. Our fight continues in the battlefields, where Asmodan's war machines rain death on our soldiers.